heard you. Come on. No, it's not dinner time. No. Come on.
This is how she talks to me, guys.
No cookies for you,
It's
Bart.
fucked up. Stop it. No. Hello, everybody. My name is The Real Port. This is episode number 38 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. Evil Space Bunny's here. Bunny, how you doing? What's the word on the street? What's the word on the baking street? Baker Street.
I make some dank snacks. That's the word on the Baker Street. I make the dankest snacky snacks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dank 'em up. It's been too long since I've had some.
I know. It's been too long since I've gotten to punch you in some body part of yours.
Well, we'll have to exchange those two things soon.
I get to beat you up and bully you, and in exchange, I give you snacks.
That might sound abusive to some of you people, but it's worth it. I signed up for it.
You signed
It's
up
fine.
for it? Yeah. When you became my best friend, you signed a contract, and it was written in your blood.
Yep. Weird thing is, I wrote the contract.
It's like, okay.
And you were like, okay.
I'm like, whatever you're into, man, I'll do it. Sure. Punching you for free? Fair.
Bunny, how was your week? What have you been up to?
It's been an interesting week for me. Kind of busy. I did go back to work finally. And my hours are really, really, really small, but at least I'm making snacks. I made some pretzels and some dank cheesecake that was really bomb. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. How about you? How was your week?
I'd like cheesecake followed by pretzels right now.
I know, right?
It's a dessert first kind of day for me right now. And I'm not even a sweets guy, you know?
I know.
My week was good. I'm playing way too much Dota, though. It's starting to be a bit of a problem.
Oh, no.
Just for, like, getting other things done. Like, I have RuneScape goals that I really want to get to, and I haven't been streaming, although that's not primarily attributed to Dota, but when I play Dota, I don't want to stream it because I just, like, I don't think I make good content while I'm fucking playing that game.
When you're getting salty and angry and you're wanting to punch
I get salty and angry, upset at the people I'm playing with, upset at people fucking telling me how to play the game, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
Lots of people love how to tell you play that game. Oh, and it's not good in the moment for me. In the moment, I need to just, you know, exist. Like it's enough stress dealing with the game. I can't also be figuring out how to do it better.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why I stopped playing ranked.
Fucking ranked.
I'm just in it for the fun and the hats now.
Oh, the hats? Is there like
Yeah.
TF2 hats?
Well, I mean they're not TF2 hats, but they're
I know.
Dota hats.
I know. I was being an asshole. Fuck.
Well, I mean there are games who have implemented, you know, things from other stuff. So like Heroes of the Storm, for example, did have like cross like WoW gear in the fucking thing, and you know.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't be unbelievable. Although Dota does a cool thing, at least they used to, where they won't mess with the lore with the items, so they won't like change the character.
Oh.
But that's been broken probably 20 times now. So, but they don't go overboard. Like League of Legends has like a bikini fucking skin for like an elf who's like it would never have a concept of a bikini.
Yikes. Yeah.
Dota would never do that. They wouldn't bring like a real world outfit into the game. They wouldn't be like, it's beach day for Invoker. No. That does not exist.
I want beach
Although
day for
they
Invoker.
did.
That would be hot as fuck. With his balls, he's juggling his like little ball things, and he's like so happy. And yeah, him in a bikini.
Got like a little umbrella over him.
Oh my god, 10 out of 10. Invoker in bikini, please.
Wearing flippy floppies? All right, I'm back in. I'm fucking really in now. That sounds fine.
I will play Dota again
That
if
sounds
you do
good.
that, Valve. Please.
So, the other thing that I played was I finally, motherfucking finally, and there's going to be some people upset that this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some haters out there, and all I can tell you is eat some hater toast, haters. Drink some hater toast. Fuck.
Fucked up the joke. Shit. What a
damn it,
callback.
son of a bit. Redo. Drink some hater. So I started The Last of Us.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the day it came out, the second one. I started the first one.
Okay.
So I'm on it.
How far in are you?
Not very, like an hour or maybe possibly 2.
Okay.
I'm playing while Fabian watches.
Okay.
So it's like kind of when we get time together
Oh.
and we don't watch shows. So it's actually kind of a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
It's probably going to take us a month or 2 to beat the game,
That's
but
fair.
it is really good. I'm way more into it this time around. I think it's probably because I'm playing on easy.
Yeah.
Just for the story, because I think the gameplay is
The gameplay in the first
not
one,
so good.
like the first one, there's a few issues that I was actually going to bring up, but the first one had like less checkpoint saves, and I know that sounds really dumb, but because there's so many one-shot mechanics in that, like it was frustrating because you would have to do a whole fucking room over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I fucking hated it.
I don't think I've. Let me think. I don't think I've died yet.
You know, maybe there's no one-shot mechanics on easy, but I'm not sure because like there's definitely gonna be one-shot mechanics.
Yikes.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but maybe there won't be because you're playing it on easy. There's ways around it too. So
Okay.
you'll get like equipment and gear that'll help you.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha. I watched the intro for the second time because I tried the game before and I made it to slightly before where I am now. So I passed where I've been before, and damn it, that intro makes me fucking cry, dude.
You cried?
I cry every time.
Oh,
yeah.
God, it's so hard.
It's a big thing, you know. They did that scene really well.
Yeah, they did.
Because like there's a lot of games that have, I guess it's the acting that sells it and the writing.
Right.
Because, and maybe the music even a little bit. There's lots of games where, someone's daughter's in trouble or whatever, but it didn't feel like that. And it doesn't, like, the only other game that feels like it, is, ironically, is another zombie game, which is The Walking Dead, Season 1, a Telltale game. That shit fucking wrecks me.
Yeah, I think it's Naughty Dog's bread and butter, and I was talking about it in somebody's chat the other day, how that's PlayStation's, it's their bread and butter is to get these games that are almost cinematic, and they're not actually like games, they're an interactive movie, and The Last of Us is a perfect example of that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people criticize, like, Rockstar, for example, for outdated gameplay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think that's fair. You can criticize what you want, but the trade-off I would never take.
Yeah.
I would never remove the worlds they build and the stories they tell for mechanics. It's just not the type of game I'm looking for.
Yeah. I actually agree with you because, like, playing Red Dead Redemption for my first time through it does feel a little clunky at times. Like, sometimes the horse mechanic is like shit, and you just like, I'm pushing forward because I can only push forward with W, and for some reason I'm running in fucking circles and on my horse, and it just makes me so fucking livid. And I'm just like, God damn it, and I literally just will get off my horse and just start running. And but it hasn't like fucked up my entire experience with the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing going on in my life is it's summer again.
Yeah.
And Hell or High Watermelon is finally available.
Hell or High
Have you had that beer?
No.
Yeah.
It's beer?
It's so good.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a watermelon flavored wheat beer, and it's holy fuck, it's so good.
You'll have to DM that to me later so I can look it up. So.
Yeah, will do. I swear by this goddamn beer, I think I've converted at least half a dozen people to drinking it.
Maybe you'll get
It's
that
so good.
sponsorship one day.
Yeah. Yeah, we will for sure. I'm working on it right now.
Working on it right now.
Money?
Yeah.
What was your other game?
So
this week?
I played The Last of Us 2. I'm not gonna talk about it too much because it's still really
Oh
new.
wait, this is the other one you were talking
Yeah.
about.
I played.
Oh, I forgot we didn't talk about this
Yeah,
already.
it's alright. We played The Last of Us 2. I played The Last of Us 2, and this is how much I don't play consoles, and I felt like such a fucking noob. Was my PlayStation 3 is up top because I was playing something on it not too long ago, but I put it in my PlayStation 3, not even fucking thinking about it. I forgot what the PlayStation 4 looked like, and it's below it.
How long?
Because it's like a weird.
How long did
it's flat, and the PlayStation 3 has that curve, so my PlayStation 4 is below it, and I'm like putting it in, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? And I was so pissed. And then Josh comes over. Oh, get this. Josh comes over, ejects it from the PlayStation 3. And he's like, I don't get this either. So we sat there like a bunch of idiots looking at the PlayStation 3, wondering why it's saying Final Fantasy is still in the fucking system. It was bad. It was really bad.
Why?
It was really
bad. Wait, what kind? There's so much to unpack here. Why? Which PS3 do you have?
I have the original PS3, the one with the curve.
Is that the one with Spider-Man writing on it?
No.
Oh.
No. I have a black one. I have like one of the very first PlayStation 3s.
I feel like it doesn't have the Spider-Man font. Like, it says PlayStation 3. It has nothing to do with Spider-Man except the
Spider-Man
font.
Yeah. It has
okay,
the Spider-Man font. Yeah. With the curve on the top.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Then,
okay, so that's the one you have.
Yeah, and then
nothing like the PS4.
I know, because the PS4 looks like shit, and it's hidden
it really does.
My PlayStation 3. So,
by the way, what's the worst design flaw on the PlayStation 4?
It fucking sounds like a goddamn jet engine. So I have the original PlayStation 4. I bought this thing when it first fucking came out because in hopes of Final Fantasy 7 and The Last of Us 2. And I get to finally play these fucking games at the very end of its life.
What, like 6 years later? Jesus Christ.
And this thing is so old and it's so archaic and it sounds like a fucking jet engine. It sounds like an old DOS computer struggling to survive, and it is the worst thing. It is too compact. There's not enough fans in there, and they have this one fan doing like fucking overtime in it, and it's just
for me
it's trash.
The worst thing they did with that thing is make when you're plugging in cables to anything, your computer, whatever, it's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
You have to get behind where you're not supposed to ever be or look. It sucks, but you just deal with it. PlayStation 4 was like, how can we make this more miserable for our users? Let's put a lip so that you can't just pop your head back there and look at it. You have to literally drag the whole thing up and fucking look at it.
So stupid. I hate you.
Unfucking believable. And you can't even feel where the holes are because there's a bunch of fucking weird gridded holes back there that don't do anything.
Yeah. It's stupid. PlayStation, what the fuck was wrong with you when you designed that
What
thing?
the fuck? You won the generation. Congratulations.
But
I don't know how the fuck you did that.
But yeah, so it's weird for me because I don't play console games, but I do play a lot of controller games on Steam, but they're different because it's usually 2D. And to be playing a 3D game like this on a controller, it's been very weird for me. So I actually bumped down the difficulty from hard to normal for me. And it's been a little bit better of an experience. There is still a lot of one-shot mechanics with the clickers and everything and all the monsters.
Thematically, do you think it just makes sense? Like, it's a zombie game.
Yeah.
Like, you just kind of have to deal with that kind of thing.
Yeah, these things are scary as fuck, and they eat your neck. And
because if you're not scared of them, then it's hard to get really into it. I understand that.
Yeah, I think that was part of it. There's less encounters from what I've heard and what I've experienced. I have already cried twice because, not to give any spoilers, but, like,
Please don't.
Literally pick up the end of the game and they put it at the beginning of this game because Joel is explaining the situation that happened at the very end. And it's just like all those feelings and everything and that sense of dread and that sense of panic of that ending. And it just like all fucking hits you again and you're like, It was like a fucking season recap. within like the first 10 minutes, and I'm like, God fucking damn it, Joel. And
you know what's weird?
What?
Is I watched the end of the game, the first game.
Did you really?
Years ago. Yeah, I told you about this. I think the
show thing.
Troy Baker and they did it live. Yeah. Did you ever watch that?
I did.
Yeah. Awesome.
Really good.
I only remember it was awesome. I don't remember any of the context or characters. Like, I mean, I guess I know who his character is, but I don't remember any of the lines or what actually happened. It's just like, I wonder if it's like some sort of weird self-defense mechanism my mind has against spoilers, because I'm just like, I don't know. I definitely don't know the end.
nice. But
yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I had parts of this game spoiled for me already, but that didn't take away any of the impact of when the moment was happening. I think it made things worse because I knew it was happening.
You had stuff spoiled from the second game already?
Yeah, remember? There was the whole spoiler fucking gate.
Oh, the leak. And it was true?
Yeah, it was true.
Oh, no.
At least one of them so far. I haven't beaten it. I don't think I'm like maybe 5-6 hours into this game. It's like 14, 15 hours. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for me to go play console games. So for me to get that far already is kind of an achievement for me. But, yeah, it's been... A lot of people have been criticizing this, and I was waiting for my favorite critic of all time, Video Game Donkey, to give his critic. And I haven't watched it. I had Josh watch it for me, and I'm like, what's the final review? And he said, he told me the final review. I'm like, I fucking knew it. I knew he would like it. It's a good game. Everybody's wrong.
It's weird to think of Donkey as like a real critic.
I know.
You know?
And I say that, but like I relate to him a lot, and that's why I think I love his videos so much. Is because it's like, oh, he likes this style of game. He hates this style of game. Fine, we're gonna fucking click because he hates fucking Japanese RPGs. And I hate those too. And so like him shitting all over Final Fantasy was like my fucking I fucking loved it. And everybody else got like so pissed on Twitter.
So I have not seen the video because I don't want to spoil anything. Is it? Do you know? Did Josh mention if it was spoilery?
Which one? The
Last of Us.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I didn't
then
watch
I'll
it.
wait. Yeah.
If it was,
okay.
if it wasn't spoilery,
it's long too. It's like 9 minutes long. That's
9
like
minutes.
So long for his videos.
I know.
When the fucking train video came out, I was like, "Is this man losing his goddamn mind, dude?"
I love it. It's the best.
Like, what the fuck? It's like the. Have you heard of the guy who published a book that was just blank and it went like bestseller for a week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that, and then there's like artists that'll release like a blank track, and that'll fucking hit #1 or some shit. Like, people are just like, they like the meme of it.
Yeah,
you know?
I think that's part of it. Yeah, definitely memeing on shit. But
Donkey should do like a blank video.
it's just filled with random
like
pictures.
7 minutes of nothing. Literally just a black screen.
It's like crickets.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
That'd be great. But yeah, so
That
that's
would be
the
great.
main game I played this week. I tried Still Life again. I'm stuck, and it makes me angry, and I don't know what to do. I think my game's bugged.
You know what's weird? I was thinking about like why last week when you mentioned Still Life, I was like that the title of that kind of creeps me out, and I couldn't figure out why, but it just hit me. Still Life makes me think of like Stillborn.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think that's what they're kind of going off of.
Oh,
Trying
okay.
to be creepy and edgy as fuck. It's 2005.
It's creepy. Yeah. 2005 was edgy.
Edgy as fuck.
Right before Gears of War.
Yep. All right. We have a lot of news. Are you ready?
Tough guys. Am I?
I don't know. Let's just...
Can anyone properly prepare?
I don't think so. I think we need to just rip this Band-Aid off right now.
All right.
So...
Ow, 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 ow.
our boys
No,
at
go ahead.
CD Projekt Red.
No, you're starting with the worst one.
Starting with the worst one. I said we're just gonna rip this Band-Aid off, didn't I? Our boys and girls.
All right.
At CD Projekt Red announced again the delay of Cyberpunk 2077.
Citing Keanu Reeves might back out.
What?
No.
Like, what? No, don't say that. But so it was originally set to release in September. It is now pushed to November 17th, which makes it closer and closer to that PlayStation 5 launch, which makes a lot of people nervous. A lot of people are upset. And then even some people on Twitter right now, because this year's been utter shit, have been calling just cancel it for the rest of the year and just announce it next year so Cyberpunk doesn't have to be related to 2020 and we forget this year existed.
That seems like a worse idea.
I know, that's what I said. Because I need that goal. I need that fucking carrot on a stick. Just help me get to the rest of this year.
Yeah, I know. That would be like, let's remove the one good thing from this year. No, thanks.
Exactly.
Keep it going, please. Although I am, I don't know what I'm going to do with that game.
You don't know what?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, normally, so last time that a game that like this from CD Projekt came out,
Yeah.
I took a week off of work and sat on a couch and didn't move until it was over.
Oh my god, you played The Witcher all the way through?
Not in one sitting, but it was like I took the week off.
Yeah.
And so like every day I played a shitload of that fucking game in 1 week. I did beat it that week, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I had nothing else to do.
I guess that's fair when you take off a week
I
for
was-
a fucking game.
I knew. Well, I was ready to take a week off anyway, but I was like, I don't have anywhere to go. I wasn't dating anybody at the time, so I was like, I'm just gonna fucking play this game.
I'm not gonna shower and I'm just gonna fucking be a super nerd.
Exactly.
Yep.
I was living with my buddy at the time, and he came home, and I had pulled the couch in front of my computer desk. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Well, this is more comfortable," and yeah. And he's like, "Are those the same pants you had on yesterday?" I was like, "These are my vacation pants, dude. Come on."
Vacation pants.
You're lucky I'm wearing them.
That's our new marketing strategy. Vacation pants. Do you have your vacation pants?
I saw a really weird ad. This is related to almost nothing except pants. That was, I don't remember what the company was. This is the problem with brilliant ads. You remember the content and do not remember the brand, but they were a jean company that was like, they put some text on the screen that was like, "Not today, sweatpants. Today we're wearing jeans." And then it's like, well, they're going to be jeggings, but technically clothing. That's a good ad.
It's a pretty good ad right now. All things considered.
Yeah.
Considering I think I put on my jeans like a total of like 10 times during this entire quarantine. Yeah, that's a really good fucking
That's
ad.
more than a lot of people, I bet.
Maybe. I don't know. I think people are more put together.
There were
than me.
a lot of days when I was working from home, I didn't put pants on.
I'm wearing leggings for one.
There is like a weird thing about like sitting on a professional call with people you can like hear are in business suits. And I'm just like literally in boxers.
You're like, hell yeah, man, I got this.
Yep.
Yep, that's perfect.
I'm like, yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. I am not wearing pants and I am barely in any clothing. How is your evening going?
Can you hear my beard growing?
Can you hear the stench that is coming off of me as I have not showered in many days?
Excuse me, sir. My girlfriend has just passed out from the stench. Give me one moment.
I have to pick her up again. Anyway.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, that was weird. Anyway, so
obviously, Cyberpunk. It's very sad that it's being delayed. But you gotta
trust
I feel
them.
like
Gotta trust them.
I feel like they're the only people with our trust right now.
Yeah.
And I would hate if they broke it just to release early.
Right.
That would be terrible.
That would I think it's smart for them to keep delaying it. I'd rather have a good launch that came later than have a shit launch, because nobody ever remembers the good launches. Everybody remembers the shit launches of a video game.
Absolutely. I also wonder if we even need release dates for video games.
Yeah.
Give me like a slight projection. Like, it'll be this year, you know?
Yeah. Maybe this month.
And then
it just slides into your fucking DMs. Be like, hey, baby, I'm ready.
Or like a week before, when they know they're done, you know, for sure. Then tell us.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some studio kind of does it that way, and I can't remember who it was, but I mean, indie games do that.
A lot
obviously.
of indie games do that, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of sad. But here's some good news that you're totally not gonna give a shit about. Minecraft launched 1.16 on Tuesday, so yesterday. And yeah, clearly, you know, me being the Minecraft player was pretty pumped. I set up a server for it already. But yeah, so that launched, that actually had a decent launch, although they already just launched an update, which makes me angry, so now I have to restart everything, but that's beside the point. So some minor good news there. Now, let's go back to some shit news. Most of you guys know that both me and Port stream on Twitch. And streaming, there's a lot of streaming services like YouTube, Facebook, and Mixer.
And none of them matter.
And none of them matter. No. Mixer just announced on the 22nd of June this month that they would be shutting down within a month. And nobody knew this was coming. Everybody was kind of blindsided, including the employees, which is super fucked up. And, like, this happened to be going on. There's, like, a lot of racism allegations with some of the employees that were actually working at Mixer, not partners or any of the streamers, but actual employees of Mixer itself. And that was, like, causing a bunch of huge drama within their community. And then Microsoft just said, yeah, fuck this, we're done. We're done with everything, and decides to pull.
I didn't even hear about that part. That's interesting.
Probably because, well, I don't know. I only found out about that recently with the whole drama and everything.
Can you imagine being somebody who like went to the HR at Microsoft or whatever, who was like, there's like some racist behavior, and they're like, fuck it, you're all fired.
You're all fucking fired. We're done with this
like,
shit. It's not working. It's not working.
Shit.
And it sucks because, like, I feel so bad for all of those streamers. Like, the partners, their contracts have been passed along to Facebook, so they will get whatever it is, level up status, I think, on Facebook.
Yeah.
Which is their partner program, which...
Here's who I feel bad for. Anyone who was on the platform, stayed there a while, you know, but built their base and shit. Here's who I don't feel bad for. Anyone who was literally just like, fuck Twitch, I'm just going to go to Mixer because they're obviously better. It's like, if your whole goal was to fuck your platform, like, you chose the wrong platform. You know? Like, the two platforms were identical, except, I mean, Mixer arguably is less user-friendly.
Yeah, and you also have to use your
that's not fair. That's not fair. They I think toward the end they were doing a lot of different stuff, but I haven't really checked in with that platform in a while. But my point is, jumping ship because you think there's problems with the platform to another platform where the same problem exists. Yeah. You just didn't do your research or think about it. You were just like, oh, difference, good.
Yeah, and like in Harris Heller from Alpha Gaming, he does a lot of like streaming research and like streaming advice. He was talking about Mixer maybe about a month ago, claiming that if Mixer didn't change its things, it was probably going to close within the five years, and he should have given it 5 weeks, because like he put out these numbers for every one streamer on Twitch, there's 22 to 23 viewers per streamer, if that makes sense. On Mixer, for every one streamer, there's 3.2 viewers, so it's even more saturated than Twitch currently is. So
I bet that is like mostly other Mixer streamers
probably try to support each other and such, but like the only people that like made anything good out of this was Shroud and Ninja. They got their contracts paid out of, Ninja getting 30 million, Shroud getting 10 million, and they're free agents. And, like, everybody else who has potentially worked years and years of their content, it's going to be gone in a month. Everything that they built. And I feel so bad for those people, regardless.
Well, it's not everything they built. If they have other things going, like podcasts or social media, then they should be able to bring in. It's not going to be like starting from zero.
Yeah, hopefully.
But it is a big hit.
Yeah.
Although I bet moving back to Twitch is an easier move than back to
onto Facebook.
Well, onto Facebook or even to Mixer. Those people are already probably engaged with someone else on Twitch.
Yeah.
So the platform is familiar to them probably. Almost certainly.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be alien to those people. And Mixer's gone. It's not like you're choosing to like forego this platform that your viewers might still stay at. They sort of have no choice but to go somewhere else also.
Exactly.
So it should be hopefully all right. That's my very optimistic view of situations I'm not currently part of.
I hope so too. What are your predictions for the two toppies, like Cloud, fucking Ninja, and Shroud?
Well, I saw Twitch or Ninja already updated his profile on Twitch that said he was a Valorant streamer. So, I'm pretty sure he's at least gonna dip his toes back into Twitch. Here's the thing that's weird for me. Like, would you feel weird? Like, would you feel like a backstep coming back to Twitch, or would you just be like, "Fuck it, I got y'all's money. I'm fucking coming back, and I don't give a shit." You know?
I mean, the way that Twitch ended things with Ninja and how unprofessional it was on Twitch's part, like the whole advertising other streamers on his channel, which nobody has ever done. Other partners had left the platform to go into other things, and Twitch has done nothing to them to that level. Like,
I didn't see that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the whole thing with Ninja. Let me tell you a little Ninja drama. And I'm not even the biggest fan of his, but he does some good shit every once in a while. But his thing was he left, Twitch deleted his account, but then brought it back and started advertising other streamers saying, "Your ninja's in another castle," and then posting the next highest viewers of Fortnite streamers. And then what ended up happening was somebody found the algorithm out, figured it out, and the number one listed channel under Ninja was a channel that was streaming porn. And as you know, Ninja's audience is pretty young. And so there was this like huge porn channel with like thousands of views being broadcasted on Ninja's page. And it was a huge and like everybody was freaking out all over Twitter for like hours, and it stayed up for like maybe 4 or 5 hours, this porn channel.
Jesus.
And like Twitch didn't do anything about it immediately, and it was a big shit show. So like if I was Ninja, I would not come back to Twitch. I'd probably go to YouTube if I was him, and Shroud definitely come back to Twitch. It would be like nothing happened with Shroud.
4 hours? You don't think that's a good SLA?
I mean, that's a long time to be broadcasting porn, especially on your website that's not porn friendly.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so what about current things?
Okay, so current things. I guess we can move on to Pokemon. You love Pokemon, right, Ports?
Boy, yeah. Put that right in the fucking trash bin with Minecraft.
Okay, what if I told you that Pokemon Company was teaming up with Tencent to make a MOBA Pokemon game?
That sounds like maybe the worst gaming sentence I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It looks like League of Legends. It's like they took League of Legends and literally just put Pokemon in there instead. I've already watched like a couple videos of it, but get this, it's only going to be so far on the Switch and on mobile.
Yep, got worse.
Yeah,
nice.
It got way worse, which like, how the fuck are you...
Although, you know what? Should have seen it coming with Tencent.
Teaming up with Pokemon and Nintendo?
Well, Nintendo has nothing to do with mobile.
Yeah.
Well, not nothing. They have like a Mario runner, but Tencent specifically, big Chinese company who's I think they own probably almost all of the mobile market.
It's just so interesting that they would release a MOBA game on the Switch console for one, but then on phones, like how, like
there's lots of them. There's lots of
really?
popular ones. Yeah.
That like doesn't make any sense to me because like I remember when I was hardcore into Dota, it was all about your APM and your macroing and how good you are with certain heroes with your I'm sorry, not macroing, microing.
Micro, yeah.
Yeah, managing your fucking micro and all about your APM, and like we all had programs installed that would monitor our APM and our fucking micro as we played Dota.
Yeah.
Because we're fucking super nerds.
I think APM is less important in Dota, certainly than it is in like StarCraft.
Yeah.
Like RTS games. But yeah, I don't understand the appeal. I've tried probably 3 or 4 mobile MOBAs.
Mobile
MOBAs. They were not good.
Uh-huh.
It's not that they're not good. It's just on a phone. Like everything on the phone sucks.
It's so
I can't imagine. I would literally rather sit there and twiddle my thumbs than play a fucking mobile game. There's just none of them. I mean, I understand a little bit like clickers, kind of, because it's like AFKable. Like, you don't really have to think about it. But like focusing intently on like a 20-minute match, nope.
Yeah, I don't think...
Not going to happen.
I don't think I could do it on my phone at all. Like, at all. But...
It's like the MMOs that are on there. It's like you're gonna spend hours and hours and hours and hours grinding a fucking MMO on your phone. The only people I can think of that this works for is like young people who don't have computers.
Potentially, yeah.
But if you don't, just get a different hobby.
But so the whole thing behind this Pokemon thing is it's obviously gonna be a huge what is it, like merch franchising and stuff like that. There's gonna be spin-off games. There's gonna be fucking an anime, more card games.
Wait,
all that shit.
Wait. Isn't this already a spin-off game of Pokemon?
Yeah, and then it's gonna spin off some more. Pokemon's
how do you spin off from this?
I have no idea.
That's so weird.
I know, it's really, really weird.
That's really weird. Also, like, going into it with that plan is, like, so Disney.
Oh,
like, fuck
absolutely.
You. Fuck you. Just make the thing.
Tencent is like the Disney of video games.
Except they don't make good things. Like, Disney, at least, like, I will sit through Star Wars and go, yeah, it was,
all right.
I mean, not the last, 2 of 3 ones, but, you know.
That's beside the point.
Yeah.
That was another podcast.
Yeah. Never mind. It's actually a perfect analogy.
But like, I will say that Tencent does have good marketing strategies, and they use other people's platforms better than fucking the own company. You know, it's just weird. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But Pokemon League of Legends, look out for it if you're fucking interested in that weird shit. So I'm gonna go to some old school stuff. And I don't know how much you're going to be able to grasp this, so...
Whoa.
I believe in you.
All right. Okay, boomer.
Okay. I'm a gamer boomer, whatever. It's funny because I was looking at a website for the walkthrough for Still Life called gamerboomers.com. It's great. Anyway, do you know who Billy Mitchell is?
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
You actually know who Billy Mitchell is. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah. The only reason I know that is because I used to watch Game Informer a lot when they first started doing videos, and they had him on as a guest one time.
They had a huge boner for Billy Mitchell.
Yeah.
He looks
and
old as fuck.
I think it's because they're from the same area. Maybe is he from Minnesota? I don't know.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, what about him?
So a couple years ago, he was stripped of his Guinness World Records back in 2018 it was because he was using gaming cabinets that were running arcade emulations. And what was the name of the emulation? I thought I wrote it down. MAME. And these emulators are used a lot in older games because a lot of people lose the code, or like it is just basically restored. It's not the original like cabinets anymore. It's so hard to find working cabinets from back like 40 years ago almost.
Yeah, right.
And so it found out that his original score was recorded on these emulation cabinets and not original cabinets. And they suspected, like, there was a huge investigation, which ended up being, like, inconclusive, but Guinness World Records decided to strip his titles anyway. And so he lost his titles for Pac-Man, and he lost his title for Donkey Kong. And it was like a huge fiasco. He ended up suing Twin Galaxies, which were the people who did the original investigation. They do the international scoreboard, and that lawsuit is still ongoing for the past 2 years. In fact, he also threatened to sue Guinness Book of World Records, or whatever it is, Guinness World Records, and it was like a huge fiasco. But just recently, they investigated some more into his original like tapes. They investigated more into the cabinets, and they decided to reinstate his titles. So he has his titles back as of 2020. If that makes sense.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting that they took it away, and even though there was no evidence of him actually cheating, but because he was using these emulations, they're like, we don't like it. Because he got these titles a long time ago. Like, he got the Pac-Man score in 1999, and he got the Donkey Kong in 2005.
So, for Guinness World Records, you have to prove it, right?
You have to have video evidence.
So there's no evidence in those videos that he was cheating, but they still ripped it away because someone called it into doubt?
Yeah, they called it into doubt because he was using arcade systems that use the MAME software.
Which in and of itself does not prove cheating.
Exactly. Like, it can be altered, but it wasn't. They found out that it was inconclusive.
Okay.
It's really weird.
Huh.
It's a really weird thing.
Can't this guy, if he's such a big dick fucking Donkey Kong and Pac-Man man, can't he just like redo it? Just go out there and do it again, Billy Mitchell.
That's the thing. He has the highest Pac-Man score, which is like 3,333,360 before you get the death screen. That's the highest you can ever go.
Okay.
And with the Donkey Kong, he had the original world record. It was set. He had it set originally back in like, I think 2000 or 1998 or sometime earlier. And then there was this documentary about Billy Mitchell and this other guy called The King of Kong and a Fistful of Quarters. And it's this other guy who broke Billy's record and did better than Billy. And like, he was like unrecognized. And then Billy ended up beating his record after that in 2005.
Huh.
So it was a big deal. If you like video game documentaries, The King of Kong is actually really good. I watched it when it came out back in like 2004, some shit like that. And that's why Billy decided to beat the record again. And he bumped it up to like over 1 million points in Donkey Kong.
Okay, so do it again now to really prove it.
I'm sure he could probably do it because he still plays.
I wonder if he could. We're 20 years removed. Yeah, you know, that's a long time.
15 years ago.
Your body gets slower.
That's definitely true, but I think if you're still playing video games like that, you could keep up with it, right?
Yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know. It's just, there's a reason there's no one older than like 28 in the esports scene.
I'm doomed. I'll never make those Minecraft.
I also wonder how much competition there was in '99 for Pac-Man. Probably a lot, right?
It's still definitely a lot. I don't think it is as much anymore since that game is
no, can't be
almost 40 years old. But I mean, yeah. Anyway. So.
Yep. Well, I'm glad. Enjoy your titles there, Billy.
Yeah. Good job, Billy, getting your titles back and fighting for your fucking titles, man. So the FDA. We love the FDA. We like shitting on the FDA.
They're here to protect us, love us, and
Yeah. Potentially fuck us over. No, not really.
No, never. Not a single time, I'm pretty sure.
As much crazy shit has happened this year and as horrible everything continues to go, I think this is definitely the year of video games and where people start to realize that video games are not terrible wastes of time. And just recently, the FDA approved the first video game for children to help with ADHD, and it is called Endeavor RX, so it's an actual prescription. You have to get this prescribed. It is on mobiles. It is on iPads. It's still got a waiting list right now because it's in such high demand, but this is something that is a concentration games. It's a bunch of concentration games that's going to help children with their ADHD alongside with their like current like medication or any other treatment that they're receiving.
What they don't tell you is video games caused the kids ADHD in the first place.
I mean, I don't think so. I think video games definitely helped me with mine.
I don't have it, so I can't tell.
You're lucky.
I'm pretty sure I don't. I wouldn't know.
I mean, with Minecraft, it gets a little distracting because I'm like, ooh, squirrel, and then I chase something. But
yeah.
Yeah. I think this is really cool because like this, gets parents talking, and this is a good way to help kids like do their treatment, which is always a little intimidating or scary, especially when you're at a young age. You're like, hey, instead play this video game. This is going to help you with your concentration levels.
That's cool.
I think it's cool as fuck. So it's the first one of its kind. Hopefully shit like this continues.
I feel like specialty shit like this doesn't really take off ever,
It
though.
doesn't usually, but who knows? Maybe. It's a fucking video game. It's something different. Nobody's done this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. Regardless.
Well, let me know. Let me know if it ails or cures what ails you.
Maybe. Maybe I'll get it, but I don't think I'm old enough. Or I think I'm too old.
Damn.
I don't think I'm old enough.
They're like, if you're not 53...
Okay, so a couple more things, and then we'll go into the Twitter, the other Twitter drama besides Mixer.
Okay.
So we all know the PlayStation 5 was announced a couple weeks ago, and with the announcement, Rockstar's all like, "We're putting GTA 5 on the PlayStation 5," and everybody was like pissed. Right? I mean,
I don't remember that.
You don't remember people getting pissed as fuck?
Not really.
Oh my god, there was so many fucking Twitter memes of like people beating up Rockstar and shit like that, and then hiding is
Really?
like Skyrim and like Minecraft and like every other game that tries to squeeze itself onto a platform over and over again.
God, I feel like there's just like pockets of memes I miss.
You gotta be on Twitter constantly.
Sorry, I'll get better.
Get better. But, so, a recent ex-Rockstar employee was talking to comicbooks.com. He was talking about how hard it is to make a AAA title on consoles nowadays because everything is constantly changing, and in order to make a AAA title, you need, like, 6 to fucking however long it is. Like, how long did we have of GTA 5? It's been, 7 years?
At least.
At
yeah,
least.
7 or 8 years.
Yeah. And with that being said...
Which is, a whole console cycle.
A whole console cycle. So, the fact that PlayStation 5 is finally being announced it's kind of no wonder that GTA 6 is not ready. It's nowhere near ready. It's not going to be near launch or anything just because of this.
That makes sense to me, for sure.
Yeah, and it's like a no-brainer to bring GTA 5 over there as a placeholder. It's still a good-looking game. They just probably have to do some minor tweaks to adjust to the new hardware and the new OS system that PlayStation will put in place on the PlayStation 5. Plus, they can continue to milk that thing.
There is a perception, and some of it's true. Like all things, probably some of it's true and some of it's not. Yeah. Which is, people think that because they're porting GTA 5 to another platform, that they're milking it, that they're greedy, and they won't give us what we want, which is to make a new game.
Yeah.
But why does it have to be either or? Like, it's easy to do. Yeah. Some people do want it. Just fucking do it. Let them do it.
As well.
It doesn't. I bet it takes almost like a fraction of a percentage away from the work from GTA 6. Like, I bet it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, and to quote the person, the constant updating a pre-existing game, making it prettier is way cheaper and way easier than an all-new one. And, like, they...
Wait. It's cheaper. Does that mean the game is going to be $10?
That would be nice, right? But they're probably going to slap on that full price tag. You know they're going to.
See, that's where I'm not with them on this. Don't make it a $60 fucking video game. I don't care how much shark bucks you throw in there.
Yeah, exactly. But I think they will add potentially new content to it, which...
That'd be sweet.
Right. But I think they're still going to charge the full price like it's a fucking new video game. Because, like, look at how long that game has been at that price. It's been $59 for, like, years.
Ever. Yeah.
And, like, they've never changed it, and people continue to still buy it.
I know.
And it's like, it's just, they know they can get away with it, and that's the thing. And they will continue to get away with it. Yep. Sucks, but...
We're enabling them.
Yep, we're enabling them.
I mean, I'm not, because I'm not going to buy it, but... Someone is.
Right. Exactly. Okay.
Sorry, I'm like super burpy from my beer.
That's fine. I'm super burpy from my bourbon.
Bourbon.
Okay, so the last thing we kind of wanted to talk about was the Twitch blackout. And all of these allegations coming out of sexual harassment, sexual assault. And this might be a little triggering to some people. I know it's definitely hard to talk about, but I think it's something that is important for us to talk about. And, like, how much it's affected the gaming industry. And, like, people are just coming out in, like, droves with all these allegations.
Right.
And, like, you were telling me about the Dota player.
Yeah, it all kind of happened the same day, it felt like. Esports... blew up with allegations, and honestly, somebody admitting to a like very black and white situation of sexual abuse. So, it's definitely out there. I don't know. I've never been in the scene. You know what I mean? I feel I barely even feel part of the Twitch scene because I don't go to like Twitch partner party. Like I'm not a partner. No. I've averaged 8 viewers of, who are also mainly a bunch of nobodies. So we're even separated from that a little bit.
Right.
And so we're sort of looking from the outside, although we're on the inside because they're, certainly people I follow. I don't have the specifics of who all has been accused. I don't think when I skimmed it, there's nobody that I was really actively following. But if there were, so here's the other thing. This is not streamer or content related, but comedian Chris D'Elia is all but confirmed, honestly, that he was systematically seeking out like 16, 17-year-old girls, and sending them pictures and shit. So that one probably hit me the hardest, even though I'm the furthest from professional stand-up comedy than I am esports, because I play Dota and I stream on Twitch. So you would think I'd be closer to those things, but I guess he was sort of somebody I looked up to, at least in terms of comedy, because he's a funny guy. And here's the thing about, like, people who put so much of their life online, you know, and then it's like, still we don't know them, because like celebrities are like, yeah, of course you don't know them. They're playing characters in movies and shit like that. But this guy, I watch a daily fucking podcast like twice a weekly podcast, where he just rambles forever, and I still don't know that guy. You have to remember, you don't know these fucking people. Yeah. You know? And a lot of people in the esports scene, I mean, I guess you could make the argument that, you know, some people are like, don't want to admit that they knew or whatever, but I believe the people who are like, I really had no fucking idea. I believe them. And shit, like, the people you're working alongside, you don't know. I mean, if I think about my coworkers now, I don't fucking know them.
Right?
You know? So it's like, you got to be careful who you trust, and not just online, or not just in person, but online. And yeah, it sucks. Looking up to people, it lets you down a lot.
And like, I think in the Minecraft community, there was this guy. He was this older guy, and eventually this young girl who was like barely 18, she finally had enough of his shit, and she came forward. And then like other people are like, well, she's fucking awesome. She's also another Minecraft player. She came, like, a bunch of people were posting like stuff that he said to her, and she finally came forward because there was so much fucking evidence against him. And like, and then people, the worst thing about this whole thing is, these people suck, obviously. They're fucking shitty people for doing this, and they're in these positions of powers. Yeah.
The worst thing is obviously that this happens.
Happen at all. Yeah. Like, you get into a position of power, and then you think you could take advantage of people? Fuck you. Like, I've seen it, other men also getting sexually harassed from women who are higher above them on the totem pole in some way or some form, and it's just kind of one of those things. And then, like, I've seen so many women who come forward, and then they'll post their story, and then literally, like, maybe a day or two later, it's people yelling at them or victim blaming them, or it's just like, hey, I read your story. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Like, why didn't you come forward sooner? Obviously, it didn't bug you that much. You know how... it just makes me so angry.
Sorry, go ahead.
You would not only attack these people who took a lot of courage to try to come forward, because this is a very scary thing. Like, I've brought up my incident a little bit where I got sexually harassed on Twitch from a certain person who I'm not going to mention because I'm pretty sure he's gone, thank God. But it was a scary situation for me. But these women have dealt with, like, worse things, or these men have dealt with worse things than what I've dealt with. And, like, if anybody said that to me, I would fucking deck them immediately. Like, because you come forward and it's taking you a long time to process, like, you can't get mad at that person. Like, everybody's gonna process their things in due time. Some people can process it right away. Some people, it takes years.
I think that what we have, I've been thinking a lot about the negative responses and why there's so many. Obviously, some people are just pieces of shit and should really just be ignored. But I think the fact that the volume is pretty significant. Right. I think it's part shock, because it's a lot of information to process, and for people who's like it's not part of the world at all, it's hard to envision, you know. I also think that there is sort of a hero complex thing where not hero complex, but like looking up to their heroes, like they don't want to consider the fact that you know those people could be involved, and there is there's a part of social media that is
Yeah.
everyone treats everyone like a stranger until it gets personal. And then you
Exactly.
treat it like the person's like right in your face, you know? And so these people are responding to a stranger that they have no attachment to, but those responses feel like a human
Yeah.
person judging the shit out of them. But it isn't what that is, I think. It's more just that person's feelings about what's going on sort of coming
Right.
out in a bad way, you know? Like an inarticulate, just emotional response. I think that's most of them. If I had to guess,
Possibly.
I'm
Or, like,
just guessing. Obviously, I don't
people
know.
could be, like,
I can't speak to the
misinformed, or they
intent of
don't
people.
know how to potentially listen. Like, the best, if somebody comes forward and stuff, the best thing that you could do in a situation like this is to just listen. And
Well, so this is what
Yeah.
this is. If they were met with this in real life, this is what I mean by social media. If they were met by this in real life, obviously most people are gonna listen and respond like, "Wow, holy!" Like, no one's gonna like if I told you that my
Yeah.
car just got broken into, like somebody broke into my fucking car,
oh,
you don't
yeah, I
go,
guess
"Well, can you prove it?"
yeah, because I know you. I
You wouldn't do that.
But at the same time, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if there was a string of these things happening and a lot of attention got generated by car thievery or like breaking into cars, like a lot of sympathy and retweets
Yeah.
and shit like that, and hashtags got generated because of it, there would be
Yeah.
more room for skepticism. I think that starting from the place of skepticism is fine within yourself, but like you're saying, it just feels inhuman. Like it's not the response to have with a person, you know, like
Yeah.
it's not the place to start,
Uh,
because and this is it's I have not fully thought about, like, because I've been a little emotional about it because Dota is very important to me. I really like the scene, and the person who confessed to that I never, I mean, you always say never. I never would have. I mean, I can imagine pretty much anyone doing anything. Like, I know people are not great. Like, I know that humankind's got some work to do, but
yeah.
it shocked the shit out of me that he confessed, and that was what it took for me
Yeah.
to fully grasp it. You know what I mean? And it's not good that's where that's what it took, but it's, I don't know, man, because the idea that someone shitty could take this movement to get some
Definitely.
clout is not out of the realm of possibility. But that would be the
Absolutely.
tiny minority for sure. So, like I said, starting at a place of skepticism, especially in
don't-
front of the person,
Yeah,
not
you
the
just
right way
look
to
like
go.
an asshole. You don't.
You just look like a
a
dickhole.
human. You don't come across as a human, even though you're genuinely like concerned potentially.
Yeah. So it's almost like it's a little bit sociopathic. I mean, it's not that, because
Right.
most people responding like this are not that, but there is sort of like a
Right.
sociopathic way we use Twitter, and it comes across. I've been watching Sherlock with Fabian.
Love you.
It comes across as Sherlock Holmes-ish.
Right.
It does. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. You know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of weird, and like I gave my Twitch story to somebody to post as anonymously, and he was nice enough to use his platform, and because it's still hard for me to talk about that situation that I was in. You think I anonymously?
Wait, so you
submitted it to
anonymously
somebody, yes.
submitted it to somebody?
And because like
Gotcha.
it is my
Okay.
story, and it's hard for me to still talk about that situation because like I'm older, and like you don't think that I would put up with that shit, but I was in such a weird spot because I wanted to get affiliate, I wanted to do well on Twitch, I still obviously want to do well on Twitch, and it's just hard for me to talk about still because like I was just put in such an awkward situation. And it sucked so much. And if like any, like I talked about it in chat the other day, I'm like, if any of you fucks say anything about those like ladies being incorrect or any of those people, anybody, ladies, men, whoever comes forward with any allegations, I will ban you. I don't give a shit how far you fucking have been with me. I don't care. I don't want to hear that here. I don't want that negativity here. I have my own issue. I've had my own problems. You know, we don't need that here. Right.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much the whole situation with it. It's gonna continue to develop because like it's fucking Twitter. It's all over Twitter. There's a big blackout today, Wednesday. A lot of streamers are still streaming.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Gonna
the blackout.
tell anybody what to do when it comes to streaming. Obviously, like I know a lot of people are obligated via contracts. One of my favorite streamers, they're obligated via contract to stream, and so they had no choice, and it kind of sucks for them because they're like, yeah, I don't know what to do. And it's like, just, you know.
Well, the other thing I've seen, and it's been endorsed by the person who started the blackout
I don't either. The
initiative.
movement?
No, I don't know what the fuck to call it. Day. It's a day. I don't know. The other thing some people are doing is taking the day to do just chatting and talk about it. I know some other people were like, I'm going to continue to stream, but it's, you know, either I want to talk about it or like, you know, I don't want to break my schedule or whatever it is. It's fine. Like, people do what they want to do. And honestly, if I had a scheduled day of today, I would probably, I don't usually talk about stuff like this on my stream, but I probably would have, just for like one stream. I don't want to do it. I don't want to like have it be my thing, but for one day, you know, talking about something that's going on is perfectly acceptable to me. The other thing people are doing is like switching their donations to like something else,
program,
to some sort of relief or like, I can't name a specific program, but something like that, and then changing their minimum bits to like way too high so that people aren't giving Twitch money that day. Because that's really what today is about. It's trying to make one day unprofitable for Twitch so that they, or at least eat into it enough that they take notice. And that's reasonable. The other thing that happened was obviously the story and the hashtag got picked up by news outlets and stuff. And that's cool. It is cool. But you got to remember, those outlets are also just in it for clicks. Like the only reason they picked it up was because it's trending on Twitter, and it's what do you call it? It's catchy. It's like it's controversial. That's why a lot of places picked it up. Which is, I mean, hey, it still gets it out there, but it doesn't
for sure.
Exactly have the right messaging.
But it's just.
So
this was our serious.
That's enough
podcast.
Serious.
But there was a lot to go on this week, like with Mixer and this. It was just, we could have not talked about it. It impacts the gaming community so much.
It's so important for me to be like a positive person, like, and just like make fun of things. And so if it's very possible over the coming weeks I'll say something insensitive and have to submit an apology, but I'm just trying to like
way too, and I
get through my life,
laugh,
you know.
So if I'm like laughing throughout this while talking about this, I'm a nervous laugher. I'm sorry. I laugh at a funeral.
God.
That's why I don't go to funerals.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh my God, it's so bad.
I go there just to get my laughs.
Jason's funeral last year, and I'm like, I see his girlfriend, and I start laughing and crying at the same time. It was a hot mess. She's like, don't you fucking start right now. And I'm like, okay.
But she knew you.
It was a hot mess. But anyway. So this week, I guess, just love each other, listen, and all that good stuff. Ports, where can people find you to harass you on the internet?
Go to 2 lobbies. I'll be talking some mad shit in there. You'll notice I'm the one who spent the most money, so I'm easy to spot. I'm the Real Ports on Twitch and Twitter. And come hang out.
People can find me
Where you
on
at,
Twitch, Twitter,
Bunny?
and Instagram at the name Evil Space Bunny. That is me. It is me.
It is you. Verified.
Yeah, verified
Not
by
by
the
Twitch or
reports.
Twitter,
I'm gonna
but
put that
me.
on my I'm gonna
I
put that on my
verified.
Twitter.
That was you. Yeah.
Squeeze that in there somewhere. But yes,
It's a very exclusive club. You're the only
hater
person I've
toast,
verified
drinking
so
my hater
far.
toast and fucking verified by the real board. Suck it, nerds.
Yeah.
Suck it, nerds. We
Suck it,
love you.
nerds. That's how we're ending.
Are we
Suck it,
really
nerds.
ending right there?
Yep.
Good luck.
I
Have
was
fun,
expecting you to go to
stay
"We love
safe,
you" and have
Please listen
be
to each other.
safe
Please
and
love each other, and please share us with
I
somebody
feel-
because we love you. Okay. Was that good?
I feel it was fine. I just feel like
I'm
you're
sorry,
slacking a
you
little bit. I
have
have
to
to
remind me.
remind you to say your thing at the end, especially when I was making
Look,
fun
I
of you
have
for
had
having a thing at the
maybe
end.
4 fingers of bourbon, and I'm now going to hit stop.
Ooh.
What?
God, wait, hold on. Jesus, that's a lot of bourbon. I'm like holding up my fingers.
Fucking fat ways?
Is it long ways or
Those are
fat
palms.
ways?
4 fingers of bourbon. It's my baby jar.
Oh,
Hang on,
okay.
I'll show you.
I was thinking like
Here, let me show
one finger stacked on top of the other,
You get it now?
like long ways. No, I get it now.
Go ahead now.
Also, I'm gonna end. I think you already ended. I didn't end yet.